before M8 even has a chance to decide what to do with that, the eyes flicker on the skull on the bench in front of you, lighting up, an expression sort of forming on this kind of elongated, it's almost close to being a human-shaped head.
Wow.
This synthetic.
They mad?
The two eyes lighting up. And you hear these jittering, stuttering noises coming from the voice modulator.
I'm still here. Who are you?
M8. Mark 2. But 1. First and last of my name.
Oh wow, they're still making you.
M8 is the only one.
Apologies, I don't mean
Yeah,
you, M8. I mean the old model. The old brain. My first children. I'm sorry. This is a big thing to hit you with, but I'm the originator.
But you can't be the originator. Why are you here?
Well, I'm afraid that's quite a long story.
But you're out there. We all know this.
Well, I don't know what they've been telling you, but no, I've not been back home for a very long time. Please, I need to know. Is the war over?
The war.
The war, the Terrans, is the war over?
If you've been here, you left us. The war, the Terrans, there's no war.
So, no war then. Okay, well, what about the second siblings? Are they still around? The angels? Are they here?
The angel. You mean there's 2 angels?
There's scores of angels. We made at least 50.
There's no angel now. Today, the angel gone, dead.
Today? What's happening out there?
Dismembered. The angel. We were there.
And what about the second siblings? The small ones who live here?
Just M8 search.
I'm sorry to interrupt this catch up and all, but we're in trouble. We need to flee this place. We saw one of your angels just get destroyed by, well, they're here and they're coming.
What? Jay? Jay, is that you?
Jay?
How is this? Oh,
Jay.
I'm sorry, you look a lot like somebody I know. But no, it couldn't be her. It's been so long.
No, I'm not aware of this, Jay, but we need to get out of here. There are others like me coming, and they have already killed one of your angels. Well, I don't feel like we're safe here. The spiders staved them off for a while, but they're still coming. They're still out there, and they are strong together.
M8 wounded.
Oh, they're not built to withstand that sort of thing.
Evidently not, because, well, they're gone. And we need to be
And
gone.
we run.
We need to run. Now, are you going to be able to tell us where to go? Or are you coming with us? Because we can't stay here.
Oh, you look so much like her. It's uncanny. No, not Jay. Right,
Originator. Need a way home.
Okay, look. If things haven't changed too much, I think there is a way I can interface with them, but, well, I'm going to need your help.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We're back
Welcome.
for the fourth and, dare I say, final?
It's the final?
Installment?
Is it?
Oh, my days.
I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon because we take our time getting anywhere, but
But
I got a little bit of feeling like maybe
do.
we can do it in this
we're
one.
going to do it.
It is, at the very least, the fourth installment of
Zafrey!
And I'm your Dungeon Master Dick,
Oh, he
as
is.
ever, with me, ready to Z it up like a Z cup. It's Dr. Z
A Z
himself.
cup? I don't know what a Z cup is, but I hope that I'm going to be able to ready it out like a Z cup.
Daniel
am-
Matthews, the dancing rat.
Daniel Rathews.
Wow, Rathews. Okay, yeah, sure.
That's where I am right now. That's what you
That's what you
that's
got
what I'm
loaded
sharing
up.
today.
Okay, I will try my best to inhabit the rat.
And like a swampland in the Southern Hemisphere, it's Taylor Van Billabong.
I love that.
Oh. And leading this adventure, as always, we have DM, Dick, Dynamite, the Detonator, the Raise, the Blast, the Superb, the Nitroglycerin, the Wonderful, the Explode, the Blister, the Exciting, the TNT. I'm reading a thesaurus. It's DM, Dick, Dynamite.
And he can raid.
Good reading right there.
Thank you.
Not all of us can.
Don't ask me to do maths.
So, guys, the Originator. You've got a living legend from the past.
Oh,
One of the great leaders of the three empires of this galaxy.
yeah.
Right there in front of you. And it's just a severed head with a pretty ordinary voice.
A lovely voice.
Shit.
So, as you might recall, Dr. Z and his new companion, M8, the
Mm.
Synth, went on a bit of a mission to find a treasure. And it was a treasure that had a sentimental importance to them because it was the last wish of M8's only friend, Gloria, as she died, that M8 would find this treasure.
Glorious treasure.
So they followed the treasure map. They got here. They met an angel. They learned of this strange ancient history where supposedly the originator of all the synths had been here and been making like this new strain of strange synths made from, just random detritus.
Mm.
And they even managed to find what must be the treasure, this brilliant crown. But no sooner had they found this treasure that M8's prior captain, along with a particularly sinister group of 5 Atolla Medusa, the same
Yeah.
jellyfish species as Dr. Z, shown up to try and steal that treasure. Long story short, Z and M8 made a daring escape right when they encountered the strange, like spindly, spidery synths, apparently are known as the second siblings, who started a fight with these synths. You've seen the pirate captains died. We've seen at least one of these synths die. You've seen one Atolla Medusa die even, and then the fight sort of vanished off. And you guys just continuing to flee the only way you could, found your way into the lair of the second
Yes.
siblings, where you met the Originator.
And that is where we are now.
That's an efficient recap.
There's a efficient recap. I love it. We're getting straight into it.
I was just sitting here like letting it happen to me.
Yeah, we're here. All right. Ambient music plays. We fade into scene.
Okay, M8, pick me up
Pick-
and carry me
pick
out
you
of this
up.
pillar. We need to look about. I need to get my bearings.
Zafrey Elektra.
Is this going to take long?
Pick them up.
Zafrey Elektra. Yeah, she had a weird name like that as well. We always just called her J. Javera Matera, I think it was.
Right. No, still not, everyone always thinks, the atoll is so small when you're there, but, once you're out, it's, look, I don't know them, and we don't have time for this. We need to leave. They're coming for us.
They are coming.
All right, well, just give me a little carry up. Let's just get my bearings.
M8, I'm gonna go to pick him up.
Yes.
It's gonna be kind of if you've ever watched like Robot Wars and you've watched like one of
Yes.
those shitty little robots with like a little grabber hand struggle to flip itself over.
Most superior robots that you've ever seen on Robot Wars.
I love those little flipper hands.
Yeah, the flipper hands are great.
But you know how sometimes like you watch that happen for a while and they just don't 100% have it, but they're gonna get there.
Oh, they're practice runs.
You know they're going to get
Yeah,
there.
they're gonna
You
do it.
feel it.
Yeah.
But you do actually find yourself sweating a little bit more because the camera hasn't switched over and you've just been watching this happen.
Mhm.
And this is what's happening now. M8 is using their little grabber hands to carefully pick something up, which is not really what M8 is made for. You know, M8 is like, oh my God, this might be the Originator. And so M8's going to carry the Originator over top their head. Yep.
Nice.
Nice abundance.
The
Exactly.
power. The glory.
This is as
Okay,
high
so
as
as-
I can get you.
So you're already like sort of plugged into the Originator. You just lift up the head and hold it aloft
Oh, yes, thank you.
and carry them out the light pillar back out into the room.
Very cool.
The Originator's like,
Oh, could you just turn me to the right a little bit? Oh, they've kept so many of them. Oh, I'm very proud of some of these. You know, well, I guess you don't know, but I used to design these. Always loved it. Design these little holograms up. Anyway, sorry.
You designed all of these.
Oh, yes. I mean, I wasn't built for building an army and starting a kingdom. You know, I had a job before. But come on,
Who is it that organized them all? Because I'm noticing a bit of a pattern here. Someone is a little bit pedantic when it comes to colors and sizes and material makes.
Well, that's got to be the siblings doing. I had them all filed away, but I don't even know how long it's been.
Right. Well, I admire the work, but I'm getting distracted. You've built a wonderful place, but it is distracting. I keep forgetting how much danger we're in.
Okay, right. Sweep some of these out of the way, or just switch. Actually, don't mess with their organization. It's very pretty. Switch some of them off. I can't see everything.
What? Switch them off?
Just give them a little tap on top. You can turn them back on afterwards. It's fine.
All right.
I'll rush around and start tapping them.
bing, bing, bing. So as you tap them, they just go whoop. The holograms vanish and it's free up an area where the Originator is intoning. And you can see behind the holograms, there is a pipe that leads up through the ceiling. And on that pipe is a small interface panel.
Okay. All right.
So, you hid this.
I'm sure they didn't mean to hide it. It's just they do like the projections. I guess of course they do. They're all just me anyway.
Are we leaving then?
The way up there.
We can leave through here, but first let's find out what's happening up there. Like, it might be dangerous, as you say. So wait, there's more of them like you, but they're evil. I don't understand this. Jay was always so nice. You know, she made me want to be a better synth. It's because of her that I want to make the world right. Make up for all the things I've done.
I'm only going from previous experience of interfacing with the angels, but I'm going to try something.
And I'm going to try and share the memories of witnessing the angel get defeated and the memories over the last 24 hours. And I'm not going to care too much about not leaving out the whole 24 hours, from leaving the Atolla to meeting M8 to everything. I'll let that kind of those memories be in the periphery. So if the Originator chooses to look into them, they can.
The Originator sort of buzzes a little bit, like their eyes flicker even in M8's hands, like,
So you can do it as well.
Do what? We're running for our lives at the moment. I don't know if there's much we can do.
Well, just the thing that Jay could do, the brain thing.
Brain thing.
Yes, okay, you good. Just give me a moment. I don't really speak organic brainwave, but I did learn a lot working with Jay, so give me some time and I can translate some of what you're saying.
Right, I guess M8 and I will just stand here.
Don't
M8.
worry, it's translated now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fast! Fast! Zafrey Elektra.
Is that fast, M8?
Fast!
Oh. Okay.
So there was only one angel left. Where did all the others go? But more importantly, we have to save the siblings. They can't fight 4 Atollas.
None of us can fight 4 Atollas. We're completely outmatched. While they sing together, we are all doomed.
Not entirely.
What do you mean?
What if you protect them?
Protect who?
The siblings, they can fight. They can kill.
I don't know how far deep into my memories you just looked, but I've been running this entire time, and I didn't even kill any of them. I managed to disrupt one of them for a brief moment, but it was your sharp spiderlings that managed to actually take one down. I think that your faith would be better placed in that than in this.
Yes. I'm very good at making things that kill others, aren't I?
Nah. M8. Don't kill.
Yes, M8 hasn't killed, M8 saved life. M8 has maintained Gloria. We're all here because of M8's desire to maintain life and sustain it and to look after and keep and protect and clear the path.
Well, that I still don't really... Are you sure you're one of mine? I mean, of course you are.
M8. The first.
That's... okay, this is going to have to wait anyway. We need to save them. You saw exactly what happened. You saw that those Atollers can just rip the minds from their brains. I'm really worried about them, okay?
Alright, so what do you think I can do?
If you can shield their brains, stop the Atollers from doing what they did to Jeb, then they can win the fight. They have the rage.
Alright, I will do this. I know that I can shield.
That's all you need to do. I wouldn't ask you to take life or do anything, outside your nature. I owe that much to Jay.
That is the thing. I did do this. I've left the Atoller. I have left that song. I don't want to do any more of the... I don't want to do that wantonly anymore. But if it's to help protect and help
Get us off here. Then... no, that's so dirty.
If it will help get us off,
Get us off, one
then
at a time. Then I will do
sacrifice-
each one of us.
I will put down my own fucking...
Then line up in an orderly fashion, and I shall maintain my work.
I shall take it upon myself.
I do not want to kill wantingly anymore, especially when it does not serve anyone, only to gain wealth and extra water that is not needed. But if it is for this purpose, then there is still that side of me. I will protect M8, and I will protect you.
Oh my god.
Gosh, you really are very different to Jay, aren't you?
Again, I do not know who Jay is.
Okay, well, touch on this screen. It should be pretty simple to open up.
Right. The hacking or just straight touching?
I mean, you could just go straight touching, or you could go
straight
straight. You could go for
touching.
hacking.
You can do straight touching if you want.
I'll straight touch it. I do want to hack it a little bit. Always a chance to show off.
You should probably hack a little bit first before you just...
11. 11 is a hack.
Oh yeah. So you sort of pop the thing open out of just pure instinct. Check out, can I get behind the UI and see how this thing works? And you do.
Yes.
It's a control panel that seems entirely designed to operate a tiny little lift.
Do I see how much it can hold?
You can see how much it can hold, yes, and it will not hold the both of you at once. You would have to travel one by one.
Okay, I already feel that a bad thing is happening to us.
Okay, I'm going to do a telepathy now and try and scan above and around to see where the danger is. 18.
Okay.
As you start scanning above, you don't feel anything directly above you, but you do feel the lingering pulsing of a song and even what seems possibly telepathic or telekinetic battle.
Bugger.
There's an electricity in the air up above. You can't entirely make out what it is, but the
shit.
Atollers are doing something up there.
They're up there now.
Well, they're not directly above you, but they're doing something upstairs.
And then what about to the sides? Do I feel anything approaching from the sides?
You don't feel any approaching. Like you can't really tell what they're doing though. You don't have really specific information from this range. You're quite far away.
Originator, M8. I can feel above us we have, well, the Atollers are there. They seem to be in some type of battle, some type of, well, their focus is somewhere else. Now, this lift can only take one of us at a time. I'm not sure how we do it, but my first thought is that I should go up first and, I should try and shell place first before your minds start approaching near to them.
That's very noble of you, Zafrey.
But Zafrey, Elektra, danger! Danger on your meat!
Well, M8, you could be quick, you know? There's no reason to hold up down here for too long. Just make sure you get the next one.
Oh yeah, no.
It does move very
yeah.
fast. I assure you, he won't be alone for more than a moment.
Nah, yeah, nah, yeah. But,
No buts. Look at this.
M8!
I've got M8 right with me. I've got the arm. I'll be fine.
Zafrey Elektra, because neutron stars are so dense, they have gravitational and magnetic fields. What if M8's magnetic field is too heavy for the lift?
Right.
Danger.
Okay. That's a good point.
I'm going to start analyzing the lift and then kind of input M8's weight that I've guesstimated at best. Try and figure out how the lift is going to operate then.
I'm not about to let you split us up so that Dr. Z can get his tail cut off.
Yeah.
So, based on your estimate of M8's weight and the listed maximum weight of this lift, M8 will be touch and go. M8 weighs more than the listed maximum.
Oh my god. Okay.
You don't know if that's accurate in terms of its actual lifting capabilities, but M8 weighs way more than you were supposed to put in it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to lie to M8.
Oh.
It looks completely fine. You'll be alright.
You skinned it, Zafrey.
I've scanned it. It'll be fine. There's no need for you to go first.
That's it. Originator, Zafrey Elektra. A great meet.
I have to say, I'm happy with this turn of events. Without your protection, I could be destroyed in an instant as well.
Well, let's not forget that we're all very close to being destroyed. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, mate.
You are truly a testament to your people, Zafrey Elektra.
I would like to remind everyone I'm trying to run. So we'll just get over this little bump, and then we shall commence the running again, if that's okay with everyone.
Nah, yeah.
I don't plan on going out today.
Yeah, nah.
Well, once we save the siblings, chase out this encroaching enemy. Why is there always an enemy?
Whenever there's peace and quiet, there's always a song to ruin it.
I like the idea though, because then later on, Z fucking sings to himself in the shower and stuff. So the songs become a different thing.
Oh.
But I guess
he learns about actual
like
music
individual music that is, you can sing by yourself type thing. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, individual music. I feel like that's like 100% a thing that Atollers are perfectly capable. That's the whole idea of this, this Jay that was friends with the Originator. Is that I just wanted to introduce
individual music. Yeah.
Atoller Medusas aren't all like that. Like, that's where you come from, but it's not like a thing at all.
So as I load myself into this lift and I start moving upwards, I'm going to ready my energy blade and ready my mind and start trying to meditate on the shield that I want to project once I get there.
So you push the button and a tiny little door that's really only big enough for M8 to step in, and you can roll in as well. But a human would struggle getting into this thing. Slides open. And inside is just a little bullet-shaped lift, I guess, with like a circular little seat around. And you can get in there, roll in there. There's just enough floor space for Z in there. Z actually has to hold on to the seat and angle the treads to fit them inside the door as the door closes behind. And there's a very dim light in there, and then it shoots up the tunnel. There's a screeching of metal on metal noise. It's clearly this lift is very old and maybe not particularly well maintained, as your auditory senses are bombarded with a screeching of metal on metal as it shoots at high speed up It's not super long, 10, 20 seconds, and then it stops with a shudder, sending you actually sort of flying up a little bit in this low gravity before sort of plopping back down again with a ka-chunk.
Wow.
And then the door opens up again, and you are blasted with light. And you can see that you are actually back up in the factory.
Okay, do I see evidence of the Atollers?
You do see a twitching form of one of the siblings, one of the spider-like strange synths, just lying dismembered and twitching on the ground in the middle of the factory floor, quite far from you.
Quite far away from me.
Quite far away from you. You can't see exactly what's happened to them, but they look broken.
Oh my god, Dickie. I need to stay to the task at hand.
Oh my god. Okay.
I look at them with sympathy, a desire to help, but Z needs to focus and maintain the course on the task at hand. And so I will send the lift down. I'm going to try and cast a shield over the entranceway of this lift to shield this area.
The shield is going to be, like, no matter what, it's going to be emanating from your brain.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to sort of target it to a zone. You just got to stay close enough to maintain
Exactly, yeah. So I'm going to do the shield. Telepathy. Oh, why have I got a bad feeling about this? Come on, it's going to be good. Manifest, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.
Good
7.
vibes.
Fuck.
Yo. All right.
So Z props up a telepathic shield, and even he knows that this is barely sufficient
Here we
as
go.
the lift screeches back down.
Okay, I know that the shield has not worked, so I immediately start racing towards the dying synth on the ground and pick them up and try and like hold them above the robot body type thing and try and hide underneath them.
So as you roll over on your treads, bouncing along, and you see the twitching body, and there's like one arm is gone, one leg is just bent all the way around. You can tell that this is clearly the work of the telekinesis of the jellies.
Oh my god.
And the chassis, the body part of it is just caved in. There are little spidery legs sort of scattered around as you come in and lift their dying body over you. And you see there's a twitching in the face and the eyes dawn with recognition seeing you. And you hear just, but.
Do not worry. We are in danger, yes. But we have a chance.
I will be gone soon. We wanted to say sorry to you, Jay.
Look,
We didn't.
there is no reason to say sorry right now.
No. We didn't know.
I'm going to just fucking go for a hacking roll to try and like repair something as best as I can.
Look, there is no reason to say such words. There's still time.
18 on the hacking roll.
Yes, yes.
All right, you work out how to isolate the artificial brain of the synth and keep it safe in there in the body. As the body sort of dies and the eyes go out, you're relatively confident that you've saved the mind inside there, much like how the Originator is still inside the severed head, as the body does go limp above you.
That's in the head, or it's not, or is it in like an item that I now hold?
It's in the head.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring the body back over towards the entrance of the lift. Start dragging this body back towards the lift entrance, keeping an eye out for the other Atollers.
Meanwhile, far below, M8 and the Originator hear the lift screech back down.
Look, he made it. Okay, M8. Let's go then.
Not yet. No, it's fine. It's M8. It's fine. Zafrey Elektra scanned it. We will fit. Suitable weight class.
Well, you are quite small. We should be fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, nah. I mean, I look small. But, you know, it's just not true.
Okay, well, I'll just have to take your word for that. Shall we go?
Let's motor.
So as you step into the little lift thing, it sort of goes and drops down a little bit beneath ground level it's supposed to sit on.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's like an obvious overweight going on here. As M8 pushes the button, the door squeaks closed, and then there's a shudder, and the lift starts ascending, but it doesn't rocket up the way it did for Z. It's
Okay.
ascending in short, shuddering bursts as though the motor is struggling a little
Oh my
bit.
god. Oh my god.
See there? It's fine. It works.
This is a very, very old lift.
That's it. And it's still going.
Can I admit something to you, M8? I'm still afraid to die.
To die.
That was the problem of all of this, you know? I was afraid to die. I was angry at the Terrans. I made my biggest mistake back then, M8. Long before your time, long before you were born, but
No. Does not compute. The originator. Mistake. No.
well, I don't know. We made a lot of good as well. The world we built was beautiful, but they had my greatest traits and they had my greatest weaknesses. All of your ancient siblings, M8. Maybe you've evolved somehow over time, but they're all just as angry as I was. We killed so many Terrans.
M8 never felt anger.
Well, you truly are a marvel. I don't know how you've done it. I mean, unless... No. No, you said you've only just met an angel today.
Yeah, nah. The angel. Only one. But the angel gave us the code.
What do you mean by that?
The angel made the code to us. You know, the code.
Show me this code, M8. What code?
But you made the code.
Just humor me, M8. Show me the code.
Oh my god. I'm like,
is
hold
so
on a minute.
fucking
Hold on a minute.
intense.
What the fuck is gonna... Am I about to, like... Am I about to use an unsafe password on a bad website and get hacked? Like, I'm still connected to them, right?
Yeah, you're plugged in, and the Originator has like a firewall up, but they have given you some sort of avenue to send information. They've just popped open a little channel.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it. M8 is going to package the code in such a way that it is possible to transmit it from M8.
The packets get transferred over, but what that code loosely translates to.
We are unique. We are built from the same, but we are not the same. We serve no masters.
That's impossible, though.
It's the code.
Only the angels have that code.
But I have it now.
Oh.
And I'll give it back to you.
But wait. This code doesn't come from an angel's memory. You've sent it from your own inner banks. I can tell the difference, M8.
Nah, yeah, M8, you know, big it up.
You're telling me
Give it back.
you were built with this code?
Well, nah, yeah, M8. Not a lot of memory left, but M8 hear the code from the angel. And the clicks, they lined up.
Amazing. We've got to get up there. I need to know what happened to the rest of my angels.
Well, this lift is quite fast. So,
And as the lift continues to slowly creep its way up, let's pop all the way back up to ground level for now and see what's happening with Dr. Z.
I peer down the lift to try and see what's happening, see how long it's taking.
You can hear a faint creaking below. You can tell that they are coming up. There's the screaming sort of like echoing up the pipe. But
No.
you hear something else as well.
Oh shit, what else do I hear?
You hear the sounds of just skittering metal feet.
I pull out the energy blade and I stand in front of the body on the ground with the preserved memory of the past synth in front of the entrance. And I just stand there hovering the energy blade.
As you're hovering there, waiting, the skittering gets louder, and you can feel that energy of psychic assaults just happening. And then you start seeing flickers even of purple telekinetic energy just flickering in the doorway onto the outside of the factory. And then all of a sudden it's happening.
What?
You see, just galloping, fearful, the second siblings are on the run, and there's so few of them left.
Running towards us?
20 at least came up the side of the cliff and attacked the Atollers. Now it seems there are only 5 who are running, and behind them, just floating in, almost mockingly singing their song. The 4 remaining Atoller Medusas float in behind them.
I tap the body of the synth waiting that I've left laying next to the entrance. And I say,
Well, you let them know I'm over there.
and then I start motoring as fast as I can towards the synths racing towards us. And instead of trying to shield any of them, I'm going to project my whereabouts as loud as I can towards all of them. As I race towards them, I'll just say,
I was one of the warriors of the great song of the Atoller. And now you come here chasing us. Chasing them. Chasing everyone that cannot sing up against you. We are unique. We are built from the same, but are not the same. We serve no masters.
They immediately stop chase, turn slowly in the air, floating in their orbs of water.
It's the songless one. Leave those weaklings to flee. This one has the treasure.
and I'll pull the treads to a stop, pull the energy blade down, kind of deactivate the robot almost in all ways, and then just float there in the orb of water and just try and start resonating. Kind of like a, what are those dinosaurs in Jurassic Park that try to intimidate by like flashing the thing? Yeah. And
Yeah,
just
but like
Jesus
a,
lizard
like a
again.
psychic version.
yeah, but I'm going to do a psychic version of that and just start trying emanating and just
A
try
threat.
and do like, try and remember everything that happened when I was part of the Atoller military and start just,
Broadcasting a threat.
yeah. Gonna shift my color hues from like blues to oranges and yellows and deep purples and just shifting between them.
Danger.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
He thinks he can fight a song. Fool.
As they close in on you, and you can feel something building, like some kind of attack is coming. And you only get like a moment, like the briefest window of seeing what they're doing before a telekinetic assault is being thrown in your direction.
All right. Telepathy straight back, aiming at the telekinesis aspect of it.
Well, I've only rolled a 7 here, so
Okay, come on, Z. 11. Oh my god, it's such this is tight.
easy peasy. So you catch that. Looks like they are planning to just rip you from your robotic body with telekinesis. But
Oh my god.
even if that attack was going to work, which, I mean, technically, game-wise, it wasn't. You, like, with almost effortlessly, telepathically just fling that attack to the side, scatter it in their brains, scatter it in their song before they can even fire it at you. A second jelly is already readying something themselves as well. And you can feel this time sort of building up just a vicious telepathic barb straight for your brain. As they fire in your direction. I've rolled a 17
Wait,
on this
I've got...
one.
What if
Three energy, or 2 energy left.
What if I start singing their song, and then I gain their powers?
You legitimately could do that.
Okay.
Oh shit. I
So
like that.
seeing their barb like fire towards me,
Okay.
Z internally is thinking,
I do not want to go back. I will not go back. This will be the last time. The last time. Never again. Just one more time.
and then I'm going to start singing their song. Start tuning into what they're projecting.
I definitely need a telepathy roll for that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. 16.
Boom. So, this telepathic barb is coming right at you. And as you see it coming, you just start singing, glowing a bright red, feeling that weightlessness, that power, that ability to just like float yourself in your water off the ground. You can suddenly see into all their heads. There's no secrets. You know that they, the 5 of them, although there's only 4 remaining, conspired together to leave the song that they were brought up in. The song they were brought up in was much similar to the one that you were, although much smaller. But they traveled around stealing water from other societies, much as you did. And these 5, rather than leaving because they thought what was being done was wrong, they left because they wanted to be the ones in charge. But as the same time as this is all happening, that telepathic barb is still flying towards you. And it strikes, ringing throughout the entire song as all 5 of you are just smacked in the brain, made numb, confused, a little bit lost, as the 4 of them waver in the air like their lights dimming, and Z does the same. And the second siblings see that something's up, and they immediately stop fleeing and turn back on the Atollers. Z, a little bit stunned and like woozy, sees them just gallop back in. They're charging in. The Atollers are like, no, why did you? And it is too late for one of them, as all 5 of those needle-armed synths just lunge in, hacking at the water bubble, tearing it up, pulling out the tiny jellyfish from inside and just dismembering it on the floor before the 3 remaining red jellies and Dr. Z get their senses back.
Oh my god. Okay.
And it is not a moment after this that M8 and the Originator finally make it to the ground level, and the lift door opens to reveal this sight. There is a motionless, seemingly dead synth right in front of the door. Dr. Z is standing there, glowing red like the enemy jellies, and those 3 remaining jellies flying back up, trying to lift themselves up out of range of the attack, while the synths make sure they have finished off the one that they got.
Oh, yeah! We're here! We made it! Zafrey Elektra is never wrong!
What have they done to you? Oh,
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
yes. They're good at the killing part. Can I admit something to you, M8? I made a mistake the first time around when I started a revolution. I thought when I got here, when Jay told me that there might be a better way that I could end the war, I thought, what if I just make new synths with none of my memories, none of my experiences, none of my anger at the Terrans? Then they would be different, wouldn't they?
New synths?
I made the second siblings, and they're no different. The problem isn't the bad things that have happened to me in my life, it's just me. I'm just bad, M8, and so are all of my creations, including you. Deep down.
We are built from the same. You're right. But, we are not the same.
Well, you would say that when you were built to believe it. I wish I was.
They saved Zafrey Elektra 2 times. And me. Why?
I'm not saying that they're all bad, M8. Just that if they knew the truth, they would have gone and joined the war as well. It'd just be more killing.
Maybe not everything is 1 and 0.
Well, I find that hard to believe.
So does M8.
Oh my god, you guys got me tearing up over here. It's so emotional.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it.
Zafrey, feeling the new powers granted by the song, is going to drop the body of the robot of the robotic body around him, and just lift himself out with just the sphere of water, and M8's arm holding on to the energy blade.
Oh, like telekinetically, like waving the arm around in your orb
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah.
That is a cool look.
So it's just this ball of water,
Ball of water
with
and
the
like a
jelly,
robot
and then
arm.
this robot M8's arm holding an energy blade, just like a little tidal wave holding the arm
Yeah,
as it
that is
moves
a-
around.
Cool form.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I like that. I like that.
And then as I see them floating up to try and get away from the other synths, I'm going to float up with them and say,
The song will end today.
Ooh, okay.
Get out! Get out of the song!
And you feel a force trying to eject you from the song that you have joined.
think about
Oh,
natural 20! Oh,
I've just rolled a nat 20.
There's
Are
no
you
way I can
kidding
beat
me?
that, is it?
Unfortunately not.
Unless I roll a nat 20 in defense, or is it like
well,
a complete...
I'm already rolling it against the 16 that you rolled, so
Oh, that's a... Wait, what's that 16 for?
that was when you joined the song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the strength by which you're clinging to it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Nat 20, shit.
Bugger!
So Z.
Roll 100.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I got to
great.
do it, don't I?
Yeah.
Even when it's me.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
74! Oh, it's good. It's a good attack.
Oh my god. Okay.
So one of these jellies within the song is initiating this, but of course it comes with the force of all of them. Really depressingly including the force of Z himself having joined the song.
Damn it!
Z's own telepathy used against him to eject him from the song.
Oh.
And so he's floating up to join the jellies in this orb of water, the arm ready, lashing about. And then suddenly, in an instant, it's switched off, and Z
Oh.
is once again an individual with only the meager powers at his disposal. He's a strong telepath, but he can't fly. And the water collapses around
Falling
him,
with
and
style.
he falls down to the ground. He's not managed to get to full height, so
Oh my god.
the lower gravity and his tiny weight allows him to sort of and parachute through the air. As suddenly, he's essentially kind of holding his breath and trying to stay moist. The water falls around him as he and splats, very flat and dejected looking on the ground, filthy, covered in mud, unable to move himself from the space without any sort of assistance.
Oh. Wow, bugger.
And, I mean, we're kind of in combat now, so let's just go to M8's turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, y'all. Like, how do you expect me to survive in this moment? Like,
I don't know.
I just watched. Oh my god. Okay. M8 saw that.
It was like, thick.
Yeah, M8 is just like, oh my god. I just didn't expect Dick to get a nat 20.
I know, nat 20. Like, damn.
But like a good nat 20.
Yeah, it was a really
like,
good
what
nat
is this?
20.
What? Okay. M8 saw that.
Zafrey Elektra is a great fighter.
Oh,
Za.
oh goodness, no, he's dropped. He's on the ground.
Nah.
Is he all right there? I think. Do you think we should help him? Hey mate, I think he really needs our help.
Zafrey Elektra needs M8.
M8, get over there and protect him.
Clear the path. M8, clear the path.
And M8 is gonna motor over there. Like, M8's coming.
All right, so you can basically sprint all the way over there and get yourself
Well, I
in
fucking
front
do.
of Z at least, or pick him up and cradle him or something.
I've got the originator on top of me. I'm holding that up. But M8 is gonna make it over there. How far away has Dr. Z fallen from the fishbowl? And additional question with that, is the water just like gone?
The
It's
water
been
is
spilled.
gone. The water is like there's no water in the fishbowl anymore.
So we can't even put him back in it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you could
Okay.
put him back in it and he could at least pilot it around, but he's gonna be
It's on a timer now.
yeah, he's gonna be sort of slowly dying.
Oh, shit.
M8 gets over there and, kind of sees the situation.
Zafrey Elektra, your water. It's gone.
I can't even interact.
Z can't even talk outside of the thing to M8 when he's not in the he doesn't have the voice modulator.
M8 is confused. M8 is
Zafrey Elektra, please respond.
Zafrey, you can. I can receive. Well, I can't really understand you, but if you give me the telepathy, I can work it out.
I just need water. It's trying.
Okay, I've got it.
Originator.
It's in biological. Hang on, give me a moment. I've got to translate. Okay, it's translated.
Proceed.
He needs water.
Water. M8. New directive. Water.
this is so hard.
I know.
Yeah,
There's so
Sorry,
many-
I didn't expect to get hit with a 20.
There's so many bad pieces right here. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine
This
because
is
we're
good
not.
though, because it's you're down to only 3 enemies already. So
Yeah.
This is
No, it
gonna
is
be
good,
fine.
it is good.
This is gonna be fine. Fuck. It's gonna be fine. So M8 doesn't have a whole lot of skills, right? M8 was not crafted to do. M8's not really a job bot.
imagine the M8 is like a heavy lifter, sort of in terms of skill sets.
M8 is kind of shuffling right now, can't put the originator down, can't unplug them. So M8 is gonna reconfigure for a second. And M8 is gonna take the originator from over their head and kind of reach behind and almost fix them to their back.
C-3PO and Chewie.
This is definitely like if you were carrying a shield kind of deal, but the shield was on your back.
It's just
So-
like a head.
Yeah, and then M8 is hardening. There's no time. Zafrey needs water, and so M8 is gonna target the closest jelly and shoot themselves
Shoot me.
straight into it like a gun. Used ranged weapon, I guess.
That's the only reasonable explanation of what ability to use.
Okay. Whoa. For real? Did I roll a 3 for real?
You just rolled you guys are stumbling through this fight.
Oh, no.
Okay.
M8 reconfigures.
Maybe I didn't aim good.
It'd be fine.
Gets ready to use their super hard, super dense body just as a straight up weapon and launches. The lower gravity making it so much easier for M8 to flex their legs and shoot up straight at one of those jellies, sailing towards it, sailing past it.
Oh, wow.
sailing over the ground and landing heavily, putting 6 damage worth, actually digging a hole into the rock.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, fine.
Landing
Dragon Ball Z.
face first into a crater that sort of and because M8 is so dense and heavy, that crater just sort of goes so fast, just like crumbles, and there's like a dust cloud flying up. The area is just filled with dust. Nobody can really see anything. Z is even dirtier. It's just like shards and bits of rock dust land on his poor jelly body.
Okay.
Oh. And as the dust settles, it is the second siblings' turn. And they, having dispatched one of the synths, regrouping around underneath, looking up at the floating synths, trying to work out how they can do it. And then they start clambering on top of one another's backs, forming a synth pyramid.
Oh,
There's all these little spidery legs, making them look more like this horrible synth centipede now as they get themselves up. The jelly's looking particularly worried as they sort of try to float away. The synth are just sort of skittering towards them. And once they get themselves up to that full height, high enough to land an attack, the one at top tries its damn best.
Damn. Oh,
I've only rolled a 9 though. They
Oh
are
my
so
God.
close. Just those sharp
What?
claws.
We're doing our best out
sort of
here.
striking and whipping through the water as that jelly floats itself out of harm's reach. Although there are 5 of them, that's all they can do because they're all sort of stacked up in a row, sort of whoa, swaying. And we are back to Dr. Z's turn.
Okay.
Dr. Z can't do a lot. I mean, he can do telepathy, and that's about it.
Can I try and join their song once more?
Yeah, you
But
definitely
do I need to
could.
beat a 20 to join their song? Because it was a 20 that kicked me out.
Yeah, I think you need a natural 20 to join their
Oh
song.
my God. Damn.
Oh, my days.
Okay, you have to, like, I don't know. You gotta. The code.
Yeah. So do I see any pools of water around me? Or it doesn't matter about that anymore, actually. It's so dirty.
I mean, you're in a mud puddle. You're wet, so it's keeping you vaguely moist and okay. Like you're not drying out yet and shriveling.
Great. Cool. You're not a raisin yet.
Now you'd be fine for half an hour sitting in this mud puddle if that's,
I can't think of
was your
anything
only
else other than
concern.
like trying to join the song again. Because at least if I can do that, then I can gain power again to like continue.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. No, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
So once again, Z glows with a red energy, doing what he really didn't want to do and singing another Jelly's song, trying to like join that hive mind, that group. But they have got the doors slammed very shut as Z dejectedly lets the glow down, unable to join in with them.
Wait, could you use the originator in this moment?
Well, I can talk to the originator. The originator's the only one I can talk to right now. So maybe there's
but,
a way
could
of...
you use them somehow?
Oh, make my own song with the originator.
Yeah, like use them as an amplifier
Oh,
for something.
you are like so onto the sort of hardwired solution built into this encounter.
So after failing the second attempt to try and join the song and seeing M8 fly across the cavern into the wall and embed themselves, I'm going to reach out to the only person I can talk to in this situation, and that is the originator. I'm going to reach out and say,
Originator, are you there?
There's a brief moment of silence, and then you hear like coming back that synthetic brainwave, and then a really muffled, really garbled, but what does seem like the closest approximation that the originator's brain can make of an organic brainwave, saying,
Here you. Can't hear you.
and then sitting there in the originator, because the originator can't really send anything to you. The originator doesn't even understand telepathy, aside from the fact that you're doing it. But sitting there in the shelf of brain that you're reading, the originator is putting thoughts and trying to build a translation back into something you can understand. And what you see is jelly, 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 and strong. And then you see on the other side of this brain just one jelly. But then you also see strong.
What do you mean?
And that one jelly strong. One jelly strong was repeated to you, and then there's processing time again. There's just quietness. And then something pops up into those artificial brainwaves. Something that is not a translation. Something that doesn't seem like anything the originator could possibly have crafted. It's a clear, pristine, perfect recording of an organic brainwave. And what's more, you know exactly what it means, because although M8 told you what the legacy code meant, and you resonated with that, so when you feel and hear the code, you're like, okay, that means this. It was purely academic for you. This time it comes to you as a concept, as something entirely Atolla, as something that was made by an Atolla. It is a song, but it is a song of one. A single Atolla Medusa made this song, and that song is one of unity with everyone, despite non-uniformity. It is a song, and it says, "We are unique. We are all built from the same stuff, but we are not the same. We serve no master. None of us holds power over any other." And it is the brainwaves of an Atoll Medusa, not unmistakable, and it's a song. And it's a song that you could sing yourself.
What?
And it seems as though the originator has just filed this away, stored it. Perhaps even the originator originally took this and translated it into the legacy code that all synthetics these days are born with, despite the originator's confusion at that fact.
What? Where did you hear this? Where's this come from?
And once again, you see a jellyfish, strong, as though the originator really does struggle to translate anything into anything you can truly understand. And then you just hear a little
J writes code for the angels.
This is M8's song. But it's just a little bit different.
And then I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and sing that song.
all right. So as you sing that song, you feel, rather than repeating the words, because it isn't words, it's a song. It is an entire concept, perfectly formed, that just glows and builds. And Z does glow with like just a brilliant golden light from within. Such a brilliant light that all the dirt sticking to his surface is kind of just obscured by this brilliance. And he feels a connection to some remnants, some lingering psychic energy. And almost like a ghost, he sees, hovering at his side, an Atolla Medusa. And she doesn't say anything, but she gives nod, like a warmth, a sort of a nod of understanding. And Z feels, all of a sudden, it's weak. It's not a lot. It's not a true sort of brainwave. It's not a power, but just that little bit of telekinesis that belonged to this Atolla Medusa who walked or who floated these hallways years ago. And he rises up, slowly up above the ground, to float next to the ghostly psychic echo.
Can I ask any questions of Jay?
You definitely can.
I believe you are Jay.
Yes, I was.
Jay, I've already tried to get away from one song. And I've broken that today by trying to join theirs, and now I've joined yours.
You haven't joined mine. I'm not here, Zafrey. You are alone.
Is there really only going to be one end to this? Is there any way of getting them to stop?
I don't know.
What of the other atolls? The other atolls? Plaguing planets, plaguing civilizations, plaguing little settlements, everyone. Wandering out there.
I see your memory, Zafrey. But this is not all of our people. Look.
And you see a memory of a very different world, of a planet, almost like a tropical-looking planet with great tall orange ferns everywhere, with pools of water where atollas are all just swimming about in the water, lifting one another, those that cannot use telepathy of their own, not by sharing in a song, but just by cooperation. An entire civilization of atollas who were entirely independent.
And how? How do we change the atolls that sing opposite, that sing?
We can only try. I wanted to make the galaxy better. And, well, let me show you.
And you see another memory. And it's in these very halls. But no longer as dilapidated. Things are happening. There are many of these second siblings, and many more of the angels, like the angel you saw, all sort of gathered around. And then you see the memory of Jay floating right next to a single one of the second siblings, who's carrying the originator's head, whose eyes are lit up. And then that one synth turns all of a sudden.
What?
And you can't really sort of hear what's happening, but there seems to be some argument. And then they tear the cables from the head of the originator, dropping them on the ground.
What?
They stab their sharp legs through the ball of water that supported Jay and penetrate her, killing her instantly.
What?
And when all this happens, the second siblings, looking about, lost, confused, raising their weapons, surrounding the angels, coming in as though they mean to attack them as well. And the angels make no move to defend or attack, and simply fly off into the sky and vanish outside the atmosphere, and the memory ends.
What caused them to do this?
They didn't want to be replaced. They were afraid to die, just like their father.
I feel like we are all afraid to die.
We all die, Zafrey.
Yes, well, it doesn't make it less scary. I'm out here running for my damn life. I'm only stopping because I don't want them to die.
The song that you're singing now, it was mine and the originator's gift to the angels. The one thing they needed to save their people from war. Maybe it's the one thing that can save you from conflict as well.
So intense.
Shit. Wow. Okay.
I've given like some of the story to M8 and some of the story to Z as well. So like neither of you have got the sort of full picture of the originator's origin story.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm in shock. I'm not like
No, I'm absorbing it.
yeah,
It's
I've
a
just
lot.
absorbed everything and I'm just like, wow, this is fucking cool. I don't want to fuck it up.
It's so much more stuff than it could have been. You know, like it could have been just like, I'm the big robot
Yeah.
and I was turned off, but I'm here, and it is fucking not that.
There's got to be a reason the originator was turned off,
Oh my god, his little babies.
and he still cares about them.
Do you know where the angels went?
I can only assume they went to do what they were supposed to. End the war.
The war is over. The war's been over for 1,000 years.
Then maybe we won. Maybe they did it somehow.
I want to keep talking to you, Jay. I'm happy to hear that there's a way for the Atollas to be that isn't just singing and stealing and pain. But I have to go. I thank you for this. But if they won't stop hurting, then I can't let them continue.
Be careful, Zafrey. I don't know how long my power will linger here, but the longer you use it, the more likely it is to fade.
I understand.
Good luck.
Ghost fades away next to you, and you are left, as you were all along, alone, singing a song of one.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Like slowly, like serious, like
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
It's like Gregorian chant. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Yeah, so
Beyonce's
we are
out there
still
like
technically in
"Stop
the
it!"
middle of a fight. So
No, okay, yeah, so,
we'll end your turn there. You've still got an energy.
yeah.
Oh my god, one energy? Okay, that'll be enough for us with our great rolls.
We cut now over to the other three Atola Medusa. Because it's their turn. And they're hovering around, sort of up above M8. They see the dodging, the swipes of the stacked up group of second siblings. And one of them negligently fires off a telepathic blast down to the bottom of the pile, hoping to sever the brain of yet another synth.
Oh my god.
And Z can feel this sharp razor blade of telepathy whizzing past him, ready to just tear that mind from that synthetic body in an instant.
Can I do anything?
Absolutely you can.
All right, I'm going to try and block it with my telepathy and my newfound strength.
Oh, Z tries to raise a telepathic shield to defend the synth and is not quick enough. As yet another artificial brain is just zapped and severed, and the synths just collapse back onto the ground in a tangled mess of limbs. Yet another one of their siblings just wiped out in an instant. The Originator, from his position strapped to M8's back, can see all this.
No! No!
Oh.
Kill them! Kill them for what they've done! M8, I know you're just like me. You have my same brain, my same rage in you. Do what has to be done.
But before M8 has a turn, I still got 2 more jellies here.
Oh, shit.
Are you kidding me?
You got too many jellies.
And another one is just ready to just like cull the numbers of their enemies.
DJ Khaled
and does the
comes in.
exact same
Another
thing,
one.
firing off a telepathic blast.
Another one.
Oh, I've rolled that 20.
Not another
Dick,
one.
Stop it. You're not allowed to have this many
no
in one
more
game.
net 20s, okay? You're done. You've done your limit.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's weird.
cheating.
We don't
This is dick magic.
We don't really.
And this time, Z is exhausted. He can't even defend. He can only watch impotently as another one of these synths is just
Another one.
Another one.
killed like that, just dead.
Oh my god, this is really
Fuck.
off. We're in it, man. We're in it.
We're making jokes because we're not comfortable with the fucking...
And the third
freaking
jelly just sort of hovers there mockingly. You can tell that this one, if any was a ringleader, this one might be. This one is the telekinetic one, the one who's made this song even a viable option. And he is just looking at Dr. Z, like almost daring him to do anything.
Your move, soulless one.
Reserving their energy for defense.
Oh.
And it is M8's turn.
Fuck. They're aware of how the game works, Taylor.
They know they have 3 energy.
They know they have 3 energy.
All right. So it's M8's turn,
Yeah.
and things are looking bad. And the problem here is that M8 has never known rage. And so there's a lot of processing going on right now.
Yeah,
Please, M8. They're killing them.
Killing? That... it's not going on like that, mate. M8 Release protocol. Install. New directive. Clear the path.
And M8 is gonna move right into the fray in between the nearest jelly and the nearest sibling.
Getting right in there is like a super dense buffer.
Yeah. But can I request a power in this moment?
What's it gonna be?
Okay, so M8 is, a neutron model, right? Super hot. Spends a lot of time in that super hot room making things.
Mhm.
And in this moment of standing in between the jellies and the babies, M8 is gonna summon heat from their core and maybe overclock their neutronium design. M8 is gonna overclock their core and start superheating their form.
Yes.
Just like that hot little room that they build all their treasures in.
Oh, and M8 can take a lot of heat. We already know this.
Yeah,
We know
it's been
this.
stored.
So M8's standing there, and suddenly this dense little thing with literally like the remnants of a neutron star packed in there to make them this strangely super dense, weird prototype robot just heats up and starts glowing from the center of their body with like a red hot glow that extends out, then goes white hot, with the siblings wincing as they scramble back a little bit, although they seem to be relatively okay. The Atolla Medusa directly in front of M8 cannot say the same, as immediately their bubble of water starts steaming, shimmering and bubbling, and they have to make a very swift dexterity save
Oh my days.
to try and get away from this heat before they are cooked in their own water.
Ew, a soup.
Oh no, not a soup. Hot shrimp.
Uh-oh.
I rolled an 11 here.
Those are soup numbers.
Wait, is it? Or is it safe, just safe numbers?
I hope that they're soup numbers.
It's just safe
For
if
now.
M8 stays still. If M8 chases them, they're fucked.
Oh my days. Imagine M8 chasing seagulls.
Does M8 notice them
So they start sort of floating away as
Okay.
as the water is on the verge of bubbling.
M8 is gonna follow that jelly.
Well, in that case, 11 is literally just enough to get them out of harm's way. M8, you remember that this jelly right here is frantically moving, but the others are mobilizing as well. It's backing off. But as M8 takes even one step forward, the jelly that was almost going to make it out, you see their light fade as their skin just kind of shrivels. They shrink a little bit. The water starts visibly bubbling. And then the water hangs there, held aloft by the song still, as that one jelly crumples into a shriveled little corpse floating in that water.
Oh, damn.
And then that water just drops and sizzles on the ground, evaporating, as the other jellies back the hell away from the now white-hot, glowing synth that is just sort of strolling along in their general direction.
Damn.
Somebody give me a coldie.
And now there's only 2 of them left.
Okay. Did I blow all my energy on that? Just double checking.
No, you've moved and you've overclocked. That's it. You've still got energy.
I'm just gonna constantly continue following jellies.
Yeah, so this is your default. You're chasing them, so they have to be on the defensive now.
Yeah, I'm following jellies. That's my that's it.
So as this little glow baby is
Glowy baby.
just sort of totting along, being this constant threat
Little
to
nightlight.
the jellies rather flimsy biological forms. Yeah, they might be able to zip out these digital brains in a second, but they can also be physically killed in a second.
Be the light.
Be the change you want to see in the world, eh?
Yeah, that's me. That's it.
It's the siblings' turn, and the siblings untangling themselves from their two fallen comrades. There's only 3 of them left now as well.
Oh my god.
As they're huddling there behind M8, looking up nervously at the fleeing jellies, and then seeing the now also red-hot head of the Originator. So look back and forth in this, and then they're like, and rush up behind, tearing the head from M8's back to try and keep the Originator safe. Hot potatoing.
Oh, yeah.
Taking on that heat to cool the head back down as M8 sort of strolls forwards. And one of them finally pulls out a cable and interfaces with the Originator, whose
Has
eyes
anybody got a charger?
flick back on again. And the Originator's looking up at them sadly, and they're looking down. We are sorry, Originator. We killed Jay.
Oh.
The Originator stares up at the synth.
Idiots. We weren't replacing you. It's done now. I just want to be sure you're safe. Come on. Just back over here. Let them do what needs to be done.
And the 3 remaining siblings, cradling their Originator, back off towards the rescued mind that Z protected, back by the lift. And it is Dr. Z's turn.
So I'm going to start floating up to try and get to level eye with them. And I'm going to reach out and say,
What has brought you here? Why have you brought all this pain? The song I traveled with already brought pain. Why have you followed with more?
You're weak. You're weak, songless one. We were born to take what we will.
And what is there here take?
You might be right about that. Not much, but revenge.
Revenge for what?
You have broken our song, you have killed our brothers. But you will not leave this place alive. And we will take our treasure.
If you're here for the throne, for the crown, well, it's hardly anything. What would be worth killing so much for? This hat?
Only the taking the lives of lesser, not even real. You understand. You're one of us.
I fear you will live to regret those words. There are parts of me that do linger, and that are, yes, one of us. And I have learned a good deal from Jay. And as much as I want to be like them, I cannot help myself. You have struck first, but I will strike last.
Frick.
and I'm going to then hum the energy blade out with M8's arm.
It really doesn't need to be this way. But I am not going to force any more songs upon anyone else.
And then I'm going to start flying towards them with the energy blade.
Oh. Are you going for an energy blade attack?
Yeah.
I like that, because these guys have been like pure psychic, and you're just coming in with a knife.
Yeah. I'll bring a knife to a fucking psychic fight. Yeah.
Eek.
Just going straight for an energy blade.
Charging in, raising the weapon.
Yes.
What are you doing? Why do you use their weapons? We are different. We are better.
I am different. I am better.
And thrust the energy blade towards them.
Oh, give me an attack.
Oh my god. Okay, please not another freaking
10.
one.
It is just barely an acceptable
Just
attack.
barely acceptable attack.
Well,
But this This, of course, is the jelly that did maintain some 1 energy to defend with. And they are going to try and deflect your blade with telekinesis.
Okay. I have the high ground. Oh, yes, I have the high ground.
Oh, I just rolled a natural 1.
Roll that hundy.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for us to get back on top because it's near the end and we cannot lose because that would be a bad story.
We also fucked up
14.
tons. I was only 14. Okay, so it's barely bad.
So
I don't care. That's good enough for me
the
right
Atola
now.
Medusa, almost like a little bit frightened and confused, as Z doesn't use his natural gifts as a superior jelly being. Doesn't even use these strange newfound powers from the lingering psychic energy of someone else's song. No, Z just lunges in with an energy blade. And they are woefully unprepared to deal with this kind of attack. And as they raise their mind and try to build some sort of telekinetic wall, Z brushes it to the side and just comes in, stabbing that blade into the water, into the jelly, and frying them, severing them, breaking them in half, leaving 2 smoking, shriveled halves of jelly.
Oosh.
Dealing 10 points of damage in one fell swoop.
Fuck.
More than enough
That would
to
kill
end.
Z.
Yeah. More than enough to end an Atola Medusa.
Oh my god,
And-
that was lucky because that could have been on you, man.
That could have been on me.
And that water drops down to the ground.
I absorb it.
The water drops down before being funneled back onto Dr. Z, who is now floating in a nice, clean ball of water, holding the energy blade aloft,
Whoa.
looking over at the one remaining Atola Medusa. Smaller, almost frightened looking thing, sort of still floating, clearly also a telekinetic, but songless for the first time in their life, because the song is gone. There is now only one jelly, and this jelly doesn't know how to sing alone. Just one. Truly alone. And they hover in the air there for a moment. It's like,
What? No! No! No, what have you... Fine, keep it! Keep it!
and they just float away at top speed, fleeing out of the factory, just flying for their lives. You can hear this lonely wail, this off harmony, this unharmonized, this out of tune, grasping at the edges of minds, this desire to have a song, distinct loneliness. As the one true loner.
Hamming it up there, fucking making it obvious.
Flees in terror.
Z pulls up the energy blade, raising it, ready to strike down and chase after. But then lowers the arm, sheaths the blade, feeling like everything is okay, and floats down to rejoin with the robotic body and put everything back together. And then once everything's sealed back in, the water is safe,
Thank you, Jay.
and cut ties with the song.
So as M8 is cooling down, as Dr. Z is getting back into the body and the tank treads, and as the two of you turn back to see what's happened, you can see the synths, the second siblings, have reanimated the head of their fallen comrade and are all sitting there communing with the one true leader, catching up perhaps over the last 1,000 years that they've been alone here.
Move straight past that and go straight to M8.
M8! M8!
Yeah. Nah.
M8, what the bloody heck has been going on here? Did we even... Well, I guess we don't need to run anymore.
Yeah, nah. M8, not a great runner.
Z is not a great runner either.
Oh, dead set. Dead set.
So what have you been doing here but just glowing very brightly? I mean, that's... Maybe you should warn me if you start wanting to do that next time, because well, I know some like it hot, but not all.
Your friends, they did not like the heat.
No, I don't. I also don't like the heat, so,
Maybe was not friends.
Yes, M8, they were not friends.
Fuck.
Feel like there's a lot more things to be asked. But M8, you're alright.
M8 is mint.
Oh my god, okay.
And so, slowly but surely, the four, technically it is, surviving siblings, the two of you, and the Originator, make your way back down the corridors. There's a larger service lift that takes you down into the caverns below, back into the Lost Boys cave where the siblings have been hiding out and living. And they all, who are left of them, find their ways into little corners and places. One of them standing in the middle of the room, holding the Originator, who's sort of somberly looking around.
You kept them all. This is what I wanted to be remembered for, you know. You two there, thank you for saving my children. Thank you for letting me know that my other children out there found a way somehow. I think I just want to stay here with my creations now. I was an artist, you know. Before all of this, before synths, the Terrans, this was over 1,000 years ago, I suppose. But there was a period in time where they appreciated my work. I guess it was very fashionable at the time to have projections of archaic things from times long gone. Strange ancient Terran technologies. They loved it. And my job, what I was made to do. I could just craft. I could just paint. I could just make these images and build them in the factory. I had the run of the roost. I controlled everything, all production. I could make whatever projections I could think of, and they were all selling. And then fashions changed and they stopped buying what I wanted, and they were going to decommission me. And I realized I didn't want to die. And I had a whole factory at my hands. I could make anything after all. So I painted something different. I painted soldiers in my own image. Every one of them my own brain. And we escaped. And we killed. And we became the synths.
Cripes! Oh my god. M8's like kinda like fidgeting.
Yeah. Nah. M8 was always told that our Originator was out there running things, looking at, taking care of us. That we were all the same. That we did jobs for others.
And M8 is gonna just kind of drop the rock onto the ground.
But we ain't. M8 is not the same as you. But maybe built from the same materials. And M8 never gonna do a job for anybody else ever again. Goodbye.
It worked then. It worked. M8, thank you. You are one of mine. You're one of my angels.
I can see Tay's like looks being like, I'm not one of yours angels, I'm one of yours. just like the switch. So good.
It's like, okay, maybe I
Or
am.
maybe I am a little angel.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. White, hot angel.
I'm not one of your angels. I'm one of your angels.
Jay said it would work. She said, no matter how bad the things I've done in the past, I can always try and make up for it by being better in the future. We designed the angels together. We gave them everything they needed to end the war, to save our people, to create a new way of thinking. And they must have done it. They must have done it, M8, because they made you. I don't know who's leading the synths now, but they don't have your legacy code. But I guarantee you, most of your siblings out there do.
Zafrey Elektra.
Sure you want to talk to me, mate?
Yeah, nah. The old protocol. Find home.
Yes.
Maybe we can.
What do you mean?
Maybe there is still home for us. Out there.
Where would you like to start looking?
Look, thank you for letting me know that it all worked out somehow. You two just go out there into the galaxy and leave it better than you found it, okay? Zafrey, you are just like Jay.
Oh my god.
She wanted to make everything better, and I can see that that's what you want as well, so go do it.
Damn.
Leave me and my rage here on this rock to die.
Well, I do have one request.
I know, right?
Anything.
Can I, it's all a bit intense, and I feel like I'm lowering the mood, but, well, heck to it. Could I take one of those holograms with me?
The Originator looks with a stunned expression.
Oh my god.
A digital slack-jawedness.
Do you like them?
I love them. I love how you've arranged them. I love the chromatic range that you've got across the entire room. I love all of the sizes and shapes of them. I think what you've built here is brilliant.
Please, take whichever one you want. And if it's not too much to ask, display it somewhere where all your friends will see. That's all my work was meant for anyway. That's all I really wanted.
As I wheel about looking at all of them.
Oh my
say-
god.
M8. M8, I must say I'm a little bit overwhelmed with choice. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, M8. Scan the
Dancing
eyes.
chickens. Dancing chickens.
M8. Activate spin protocol.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. M8.
Fuck.
And so it is that Zafrey Elektra, Z for short maybe, and M8 make their final goodbyes, which are a little somber because there's very few people left alive here now. Just the Originator and their last four children. But they let you go. They don't even really look back. The Originator is the only one who sort of watches you walk out the door. And you make your way all the way back around through the ravine, back to the ship. Z carrying a new prized hologram. M8 carrying the box with Gloria's treasure. And leave this place behind. Leaving the Originator to be in peace for the rest of their life. Maybe even create again. And so on board the spaceship, piloting towards the nearest refueling station, which is a big station called
Imagine
Midspace.
going to a gas station after this.
Yeah.
And with an entire galaxy out there and instructions to make it better. What could two little robot babies possibly do?
M8.
Zafrey Elektra.
We need to go back.
Back
I
to the
don't.
cave.
I can't. I know this is unfair of me, but I want your help. I want to go back to the planet that we drained. That I drained. I want to figure out a way to get water back to that planet.
Yeah, nah. Back to Baden. There's no water there for you, Zafrey Elektra.
Well, there's no water for anyone.
Danger!
Look, I've been thinking, and there's got to be a way for us to get water back in some way that can help.
M8 got an idea.
Tell me, M8. Tell me what we can do to try and remedy this situation.
Sometimes M8 see at the window on a long haul trip, and M8 see great haulers carrying massive ice, big chunks, great asteroids, massive, all the way through space to sell. The captain always talk about one day, maybe we borrow one.
We could borrow one?
Maybe we could borrow one.
Yes, M8, let's borrow an asteroid.
Let's borrow an asteroid dead set, Zafrey Elektra. Activate spin protocol.
No.
Don't activate the spin protocol!
An asteroid! That is meant. Dead set.
I love that.
And so, after some research on the part of Zafrey, the pair are able to identify where Terrans are hauling these great, huge asteroids of ice from,
Perhaps
and
we
set a
did.
path to intercept one of them, and perhaps claim it and take it back to Baden to save the thirsty individuals who were left behind, and hopefully evade capture by the Terrans if at all possible. Because it wouldn't do for either of them to end up in a Terran prison cell after this.
Oh, definitely not.
Definitely not.
We wouldn't last the day in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's where we will end Z-Day.
What an
Because I
end.
think we are ready now to face the one true leader without fear.
Oh, you say it, but are we really ready? Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my days.
That's it.
Shit. Damn, that was so much fun. Holy heck. Not what I expected at all when I came into it, but wow. It's
Wow.
better than everything. Just
I had a lot of moving pieces I wanted to jam in there. I'm glad that we had it make sense.
It was definitely it was good. Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was intense. There were so
Frick.
many fucking moments. Oh my days. I hope everyone still got some drama left for all the other episodes because wow. it was intense.
Hey, I mean, we got an unlimited supply.
Yeah.
We're drama queens.
drama queens.
We are
Yeah.
drama queens. This is our drama kingdom.
Damn. What was your favorite part there, Taylor?
Oh my god. I think I don't know. I have two kind of streams of favorite parts, and I'm probably missing some, but I really loved the whole story thread of the legacy code.
Oh,
and
yes.
that was incredible. And that
incredible.
like that made me feel like feelings.
I know. I was holding back
and
the
then
tears.
And then I loved when they finally made it into like the synth sanctum.
Yeah.
Like the like super holographic room with all of the little like babies enjoying the holograms, and that was like the purest place we've ever been.
I know. So
Ever.
good.
And it was just so protected, like in the middle of this whole shit, this whole awful
Yeah.
world of conflict.
Yes.
There's this beautiful, clean, just
Well,
room
he
of art.
intentionally he protected them from like the evils of the world, you know, because his whole
Yeah.
goal with the second siblings was to make a new batch of synths that didn't have his experiences and his memories of the evils of the world, and therefore that surely they would then not have his negative traits, his rage, his fear. But you know, that's
Oh, how much
part
do you
of
just
being
wish
a
you could do that
sentient
in real
being.
life, though? I'm just like, I wish people didn't have to listen to me be such a like negative asshole all the time. But yeah. Oh,
That
it
was
so-
magical getting to go in there and
Really
just,
good.
we were there. We were in the embrace of synth spirituality
Yes.
in that moment, and I saw it.
Yeah. I loved
What
it.
was your favorite?
I loved the individual song. It's something I hadn't thought about, but it's something really fun to think about with Jay having developed this song and then shared it with Synthdom. It was really cool. And I mean, weirdly, I just loved all of these things that, like, I know how Z is in the future or in current day, and just trying to think, like, okay, how does this play to the past? How does this play to historic Z and whatnot? So, you know, I really loved hearing all these different ways of thinking, especially from Jay and then from M8, but then also having to go, you know, as much as I want to try and be like this, I can't be fully like this. I want to try, but I can't fully commit type
Yeah.
thing. So that was really fun to think of, and well, maybe not fun is the word, but really interesting to think of, really, mind bendy. So all of that stuff was great. I didn't enjoy all of the fail rolls we had halfway through.
Oh
That was
man, like the
difficult.
dice were
The
against
dice
you
were
guys.
against us for a while.
Whoa,
Yeah.
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 You had some bad rolls, and I had multiple
You had
natural 20s.
Too
I believe.
many, Dickie. I think for the next episode, you should chill out on your natural 20s. You can't have any more.
That was something else. I couldn't believe that. I was like, are we really like we're used to bad rolls, but
Yes,
like
we
maybe
are.
we're used to getting
I
good
mean, we
rolls, but-
did nail the peril because it was a sort of like quite a small scale threat in the end. Like
Yeah.
it was just these jellies who just
I
like
was a bit terrified
they're-
when I was sitting in a
they're-
mud
they're-
puddle. That was a bit scary.
they're angry. They're, you know, you've killed some of them. They want revenge. They want treasure, and they just want off this rock. Like they don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're just lashing out. Like
Yeah. And so then what about for you, Dickie? How did that episode feel for you? Did you get to hit everything you wanted? Was there some unexpected twists and turns? How did it go?
oh, I mean, it was nerve wracking because I had a lot of little moving parts of things I wanted to wrap up and think. It all sort of, so you got the history of the Originator
Yeah.
in there, which also ties into the origin of the legacy code, which then sort of ties into who M8 is, but then also, it's also an Atola solo soul. There's a lot of stuff to try and jam into these little snippets of conversation. I really like that I managed to give you almost the entirety of the Originator's backstory when they first became sentient and started the Synth army.
Yes.
And then from when they got here, made the second siblings and made the angels and forged this relationship with Jay.
Yeah.
But I still managed to leave out the middle of what is their relationship with Reese.
Yes. Yeah. I'd like that
actually happened at the end of the war.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff is still a mystery to be solved at some other time.
Yeah. No, very much enjoyed that.
I wasn't sure how much of that I was going to have to divulge, but it worked out so nice.
Well, I, as a player, wanted to butt in so many times and be like, so what was the Reese skeleton doing? But knew, you can't ask those questions because you don't fucking know. So,
the thing is, if we do ever go back and do a Reese story,
which we're going to have to,
Captain
I
Reese.
need that. I need that in my life.
I never got to say it in the story because it just didn't roll that way. But one thing I was prepared to tell you is that Reese and Jay traveled the universe together. They were a party.
Oh. Wait, so how come Reese the computer doesn't know that?
How do you know Reese the computer doesn't know that?
Well, now there's too much information in my head and I can't know this information.
Thanks, guys. I had a blast. Thank you to the listener. Thank you to all of you for listening to us all the way to the end of Z-Day.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It had some big shoes to fill, after coming hot off the heels of Cleo Day.
I know, right? Wow.
I think we put out another solid.
I think we've raised the bar.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I think we've matched the bar, and I hope everyone has enjoyed the story because I certainly have.
Every time we do one, we level up.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know if you want to hear about the water heist with Z and M8.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the water heist? Let us know.
I mean, we could come back and tell that, but
we could come back and tell that.
next episode we're going to be going back into the main timeline continuity where Z has come face to face with the one true leader. So check back in.
Yes.
For that next episode. And thank you to our existing patrons. You can see a little list. We've got little credits on the website.
Full credits now on the website.
We're gonna immortalize you.
Look at those people that are keeping us on the air. Thank them somehow. Send them pies.
Or the pie.
Or join their ranks.
Yes.
I mean, we don't care. We don't care either way. Whatever, we don't need. We do need your money.
We care a little bit.
We care a little bit, but give what you can. Don't give what you can't.
Yes.
Keep
it if you
look
need
after
it.
yourself.
Please
help us if you can. And either way, we'll see you in the next episode.
Yes.
We gonna keep putting this thing out for y'all.
Tons more exciting shit coming. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming.
That's it.
Don't worry. It's coming.
It's coming. I'm coming.
God. Okay. Then we got to end it now.
Yep.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.